Hey guys, it's a true Belgian again with another tutorial. I haven't made a lot of tutorials lately. I know a lot of you have subscribed to me for that. And the last one I made was the spin one. And you all really seem to love it. That's almost getting like 10,000 views and tons of comments and stuff. So I thought I'd make another one. And this one's going to be on kicks, alright? There's some different kinds of kicks I'm going to teach you. First is just the normal one. The Sacco and Mickey one. Reese kicks. The Rocky kick, which gets complicated, and reverse and forward kick spins. Alright, but before I start, I just want to say that if you want personal lessons for free, I'd be willing to give people tips and stuff because I never ever have anything to do anymore, alright? So if you want to add me on Skype, the Skype name is Hickory Nutsack. I don't even know how I came up with that. And if you want to add me on Xbox, because I have a vision camera, my name is Legs of Iron. With a 0, not an O. Alright, so first off, we're just going to get into some normal basic kicks, alright? So, you just want to stand in a normal position. But first off, before I say this, I always have to emphasize that everyone has their own style, you know? So, the way I do it may not be the way you do it, but I'm just teaching it like this. So if you want to switch it up any way you want, that's fine. You know how they teach you how to do the T-step, put your feet in a T and go like this? That's how they teach you, but no one ever does that. People go all around in front, to the side. But, alright, so, just back to kicks. So, the basic kick, you just want to stand like this, and then one half slide, and go like that. One half slide, go like that, alright? So, the way I learned it was from some guy's tutorial a long time ago, I don't know how. But you just want to go like this, like that. Oops, I slid a little bit there, but anyway, the way I recommend you practice kicking and for the T-step is, say that I just have one designated area, from here to here. The way I would teach you how to practice is just keep doing it from one side to the other with both legs, because you're not going to be too good at shuffling if you can only shuffle on one side. Alright, so the basic kick again, just up like this, up like this, up like this. And that's the most basic you can go, okay. Now we're going to get into Sacco and Mickey kicks. A little bit more complicated. I just want to say that on the long-term spectrum of things, it took me fucking forever to get my balance enough to do this right. Okay, so I'm going to start with it fast. And a lot of you know how to do kicks like this because of Bulldog and stuff. Alright, so it's just basically like this. Alright, now, the way I would recommend teaching this, but first I'm going to do it a lot slower in case none of you got that. You would just go like this, go like that, go like that, go like that. That's how they teach you. Just you gotta practice on one side and the other. And I'm telling you, a lot of people are gonna fall over doing this, because I know I did, and I ran into stuff all the time when I was learning this. And the way I would recommend starting to practice this is do it as a T-step first, like this, but then gradually make it slightly higher until the point where you can get as high as you can go. And another tip is, when a lot of you kick, you sway your legs. You don't want to do that. You always remember that when you're kicking, you should actually do a kick. Kick, 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 kick. Alright, what was next? Oh yeah, and I recommend practicing. This is how I practice this. I would just go from one side of the room to the other, and back and forth for hours and hours and hours until I had it down. That's how I recommend you two practice. Alright, so now we're going to go into the Reese kick. And I don't know, my T-step tutorial was fucking ass, so if I didn't teach you this, I'm sorry. This is the Reese kick. It's basically kicking forward, but the way you would practice learning this is everyone who does a two-step running man, unless you do Malaysian, I don't have anything against that. But the way I learned it is one slide, but don't put your foot down, then another slide. One slide, foot down, another slide. And Reese does this all the time. He's so good at it. Alright? And the way I would recommend people practice learning this is, first of all, get the two-step running man. And then just... What I do sometimes is the first one isn't always the kick. Sometimes I just do it on the ground first, and then kick. Alright, now we're going to get into the rocky kick, which is getting really complicated. I might put a clip on here. If I do, I don't know. But it's just basically like that, and that might be a little bit fast for you. I don't know if I can do this slow, but you're going to do the running man like that. Faster. Alright, so the way we would approach this took me forever to learn. How I would recommend you approaching this is go like this. Take one step, another step, go like this, one kick in front, one kick right here, T-step right there, and like that, but in a way smoother motion. Okay, so I'm going to do this again. So, put your left foot forward, do one full running man, like that, like that, like that, like that. And you know, you're going to get like all fucked up, shifting your body weight all over the place. And it happens to the best of us. Alright. Okay, so now we're going to get into spins. I mean, all you know that I'm a pretty decent spinner. And I'm putting spins in this tutorial because since there's kicks in them, they're technically a variant of a kick, so I might as well teach it. First one I did in my other tutorial, but I'm recapping it, is the kick spin. And the other one is the reverse kick spin. Alright, so for the kick spin, put your feet like this. It's like that. And I don't know, there's some dude on YouTube who teaches you how to like when you do this, you should hop and do it. I mean, you can do it like that, but why? I wouldn't recommend it. It doesn't look good. So what you do is you go like this. You're going to have to practice your balance this out of the way. You can kick off and do that to get more momentum, because that's what Mickey does if you've seen his videos, which I'm sure most of you have. Okay, a little bit slower. And if you're noticing, I'm actually doing the T-step while I'm doing it. And I have a new rule for spinning now that might shock your world, because on my other one I said you should spin on the whole part of your foot. I spin on the top part of my foot now, because it's a bunch easier. I mean, I'm not too good at teaching the Mickey one, but I'm going to show you how to do the reverse one now. You want to stand in position, and remember how I taught you how to do the glide spin? Going like that. Well, you would kick off and go in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Now, the way I would recommend you practicing this, and I didn't get to practice like this, and I'm glad I get to show all of you, is what you're going to want to do is, like, keep it on the ground first, and then when you feel comfortable enough, just lift it up higher and higher and higher and higher. Alright. So, doing a recap, just the normal kicks, then there's the Mickey kicks, and I would, another tip on the Mickey kicks, because that's usually what people do, is you don't have to glide just in this direction. If you notice, I actually like glide like this with my T-step. I don't just go sideways, because since your legs are in front of you, it makes perfect sense that you would lean backwards. And with your hand motions, when you're doing it, you could like put it in the opposite directions to equal out the balance. Alright? So, after the Mickey kicks, what was it? Oh yeah, the Reese kicks. Front Reese kicks. And then there's the Rocky kick. And then there was the normal kick spin. And then Rocky does the reverse one too. Alright, I hope that tutorial helped because the last one seemed to, so have a nice day, subscribers.